Go.
Now we are going to discuss about the structures, the different structures of cells, namely the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. So the most important things that are needed to be discussed in this area is that the students need to know the difference in their structures. Okay, so it is very important that students know the differences in their structures, because this is actually one of the most common questions that is being asked in IB, especially in the essay question. So by actually showing the students how the structures are being drawn, or making a diagram of how the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell is being drawn, then we might be able to show the differences to the student. Apart from that, apart from showing the structure, of course, we need to label them. Okay, so the labeling the structures is also a part of one of the questions, or one of the key areas that is being asked to IB students. And apart from that, once that the students have been able to label the structures, then they should also know the function of each structure. Okay, so of course, for example, there would be a difference in the cell wall in prokaryotic cells and cell wall in plant cells. Okay, first of all, in plant cells, cell walls are being used to provide a rigid structure, but for prokaryotic cells are being used, the cell walls are being used to for protection itself. Okay. Another important key area that is needed to be learned by students is that they need to know the comparison, or the differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. So we can show the comparison between the two structures by the most effective way that we can show this, if we are able to show them into a table, okay, or into a matrix. So for example, by writing down the basic features that is present only in prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, then we might be able to give the comparison. So showing the main features. Okay, so under eukaryotic cell, okay, we can now elaborate that eukaryotic cell has two types. We have plant cell and animal cell. So under animal cell and plant cells, there are still differences. So we can also show the comparison between the two if we are able to write them down into a matrix. Okay. Structures. Okay, so by using a matrix, you can also elaborate on the features that is present for both animals and plants. For example, the presence of cell wall. Cell wall is only present obviously in plant cells, whereas for animal cells they are absent. The presence of chloroplast. Chloroplast is an organelle that can only be found in plant cells, whereas it is absent in animal cells, such as that. Another thing, so basically by writing down the differences between the animal cell and plant cells and writing down the main features of these structures, we might be able to discuss wholly on the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell.